The Greek historian Herodotus wrote, "Egypt is the gift of the Nile. Without it, the country would have been a barren desert, a red land. But the Nile gave life to the red land and covered it with a rich layer of black silt, which turned it into a unique, enormous oasis, a garden in the wilderness." And on the banks of the Nile in Egypt, history began and civilization was born. Here sailed Akhenaten, Nefertiti, King Tut, Ramses II, Alexander the Great, Caesar, Antony, and Cleopatra. Today you can sail the same path like those ancient kings and queens aboard one of 300 luxurious Nile cruisers that give you the opportunity to experience the timeless Nile and see the wonders of Upper Egypt in comfort and style. All Nile cruisers are fully air-conditioned, containing spacious cabins and suites. Fancy lounges and bars. Elegant restaurants. Gift shops. Cool swimming pools on the sun deck where you can quench your thirst with a cold drink and watch the river flow by. The lifetime cruise is between Luxor, the city of the 100 gates, and Aswan, the queen of winter resorts. A typical day on the cruise starts with breakfast. Then you will go sightseeing. In Luxor, you will visit the Karnak Temple, the largest religious complex ever built in the history of man. Luxor Temple, where Ramses the Great recorded his military campaigns on the walls. On the west bank of Luxor, you will visit the Valley of the Kings, the temple of Queen Hatshepsut, the temples of Ramses II, Ramses III, and the Colossi of Memnon. When you return from sightseeing, delicious lunch will be served. Then there is plenty of time to relax on the sun deck and watch the life on the banks of the Nile. Some itineraries include visiting the temple of Hathor, goddess of love and joy, in the city of Dendera, 60 kilometers north of Luxor. Sailing south of Luxor, the first stop will be at the city of Esna to visit the temple of the potter god Khnum. Then to the city of Edfu to visit the temple of god Horus, the world's best preserved ancient temple. On to the city of Komombo to visit the jewel temple of the gods Subek and Haroris. And in every city, you will get the chance to go through the markets and buy souvenirs from the local handcrafts. Just before sunset time, tea is served on the sun deck every afternoon. The final destination is the city of Aswan. Aswan's fertile island gardens are a green dream come true. A sailboat trip will take you to the Plants Island. A motorboat trip will take you to the ancient island shrines of Fayalai. A half-an-hour flight from Aswan will take you to the temples of Abu Simbel. Fancy dinners are served nightly, either in the restaurant or on the sun deck under the bright stars of Upper Egypt. One of the highlights of the cruise is the costume party, where you can relive your dreams as a pharaoh, a sheikh, Nefertiti, Cleopatra, or Scheherazade, and the party goes on until the early hours of the day. Come and see Upper Egypt, the world's largest outdoors museum, where summer rules all year round and the winds are cool and dry. We look forward to welcoming you aboard one of Upper Egypt's Nile cruises. It is a dream that we promise you will come true.